It's a goal for Joe. Joe Hart has left the building at Celtic, retired. Great career, you can't knock it. But who is going to replace him? Well, we're going to look at one of Celtic's targets, and that is Daniel Peretz, of course. Only 23 years of age, will be 24 on the 10th of July. Played for Maccabi Tel Aviv. He spent a season out on loan at Beitar Tel Aviv, Batyam, and then he signed for Bayern Munich, where he's only played one game, but he's looking to go out on loan. And you may think, this guy looked like a decent signing, but there is only one problem, and Celtic fans don't want him. And it's not actually to do with his quality on the pitch. And here, I say Celtic fans don't want him. There'll be a lot of Celtic fans out here that would welcome this guy at their club. But I'm looking on Twitter, and most people don't want him. A club that claims it's open to all does not want this guy. And I don't even know what this guy's beliefs are. What's happening over in Gaza, right? No one does. No one does. But simply because he is Israeli, Celtic fans do not want to sign him. Which to me is utterly baffling. I mean, I think we've got to look at the guy's ability, alright? We've got to look at the guy's ability. You've got to look at him as a footballer. And it just doesn't seem right to literally not sign a guy because he is from Israel. Alright? And I would be saying the exact same thing if it was a Palestinian on the other side. So before anyone tries to spin that narrative, no, I've got you covered. But we want to stay away from that, guys. We want to talk about football at the end of the day. But you cannot not acknowledge it, because I could put this guy over for 10, 20 minutes, right? I could say, here, looks like a promising young goalkeeper. Going to Bayern Munich, makes sense to loan him out. It makes sense to bring him in on loan because Bayern Munich's seen something in him, and that here he'll want to try his arse off at Celtic in order to get himself potentially in a position to replace Manuel Neuer or whoever in a few years' time. But no, you have to address these things. It is what it is. But let's talk, shall we, about his career. Like I've said, I've already mentioned the clubs. He did play 71 games for Maccabi Tel Aviv. Aviv or Afi, I don't even know how you pronounce it, man. But anyway, there you go. 71 games, season on loan. He had the bus here. The season out on loan, he's got 32 appearances and 2 goals. 2 goals in 32 appearances for a goalkeeper is absolutely insane. What is going on there? Was he taking penalties or something? Was he taking free kicks? Jeez, that's a big surprise, that's for sure. And as I mentioned earlier, only the one appearance for Bayern Munich. He is 6'3", so he's a tall enough goalkeeper. You like them to be tall. And he does have 2 caps for Israel. I'm going to try and... Yeah, I mean, on Wikipedia it says, and remarkably scored 2 goals of his own throughout that season. That's mental, man. Like, the fact that he actually did that is quite incredible, to say the least. That's mental. Now, I think the division he was in, it's the second division of Israeli football. So again, it's not a good quality, but I think even for a goalkeeper to score 2 goals is utterly bizarre. But again, for Celtic, is a loan the correct option? Should they not be looking to bring in a goalkeeper that can cement that position for like 10 years? And you may laugh at 10 years, but I think if you sign a good goalie, that's what you want to do. You want him to. Ideally, you want any player to hold down a position for 10 years. But I think the goalkeeping position absolutely can. It's easier to be done. It's easier to be had. Joe Hart, if he was a bit younger, if he went to Celtic, they could have got maybe 10 years out of him. Instead, they got 3. You could argue as 10 years ago, Joe Hart was, regarded very highly at Manchester City. But you understand where I'm coming from. It's like Jack Butland. Jack Butland's 31. Rangers, I'd love to keep him until he's like late 30s, but we'll have to wait and see. Unless he drops off horrendously, then maybe not so much. But I would rate this transfer if it went through probably like a 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10. It's a loan, not costing you a lot of money. And it looks like a guy that's very good and up and coming, but we'll have to wait and see whether or not it's going to go through, guys. Could he be the Joe Hart replacement? We'll have to wait and see. But until next time, peace.